everyone, Gigs here once again for another Constantiam Base Tour. And yes, here we are for part 3 of the Nexus Tour. Yes, I know this is going on for a while, but as I said in my last episode, I want to be able to show off all the builds that are at this base. I loved basing here and I love seeing all the builds, and I think even if this is just for my own enjoyment, I want to go through and I want to have a look at all the builds, and I want you to all to be able to have a look at them and see the details of the builds as much as I can show them off. So last time we were here looking at Varga's builds and bits and pieces. We'd already looked at all the builds around here, and here we are over into this area. So here we have the public fish farm built by Dmonki, so similar to him building a fish farm for Varga. He also built one for everyone else to come and use as well. Just going to free cam in there to see if I missed anything. It's very pretty, and some of the fishing bits and pieces. Okay, so it's an stand here and fish. Oops, free cam does it. Stand here and fish. Okay, very nice. You can see the Delphi boys really have quite a style to them that really flows well together. Paddy's landscaping incorporated. So that again, a lot of the stuff around the place, the trees, the pathways and things, Paddy had a big hand in making. So he had a little bit of a business where we could come along and request his services for him to come along and do our bits and pieces. Place orders in the book, prices to be negotiated. Ah, book's not there. That's okay. This was his own little area. Very handy. This is... I know this is a Paddy build. I can't remember what it was for. Was this the Dmonki build? Can't remember. Can't remember. But inside of here was Paddy's house. So if we head on, the skeleton, we head on in here. This is another build which I find is absolutely beautiful. He's got his little area up here, but then you can head on down below, and I think this part was still stuff that he was working on. Then you come down into here, and how pretty is this? All nicely done. Love the banner. And here he had his storage area. Nice use of lighting in here. And off to the side. Again, I think, oh, is this a work in progress? Or does he have something down here? Ooh, the dragon egg. Yes, the Delphi boys brought with them heaps and heaps of dragon eggs and dragon heads. So while they weren't here for the initial dupe, they certainly brought enough for us to all have fun with them. Scoot on down here. And then what did he have down here? Is this a farming area? Yes. So this was his farming area. This was... It was a slime up there. So there was a slime in here that was destroying all its crops. So Varga and Dmonki caught it, put it up here, and yes, it got trapped up here. But this is a really pretty farming area. And again, he was still working on that down there. So very nice. I loved coming down here and seeing his progress on this build. It was just amazing. Scoot on out of here. Right, now where are we on to next? Yes, so we've... No, these are different again. So again, though, more of the Delphi Boys builds, Dmonki's holiday house. It's your front door. I'm going to free cam into these guys here. Oops. I don't know what that did. Trash chest. Dmonki's shulker building kit. Yeah, so we all got shulkers sort of in December. And this is basically, you know, everybody at this point had shulkers, and the dupes just absolutely were changed after having shulkers. You know, being able to use a shulker to dupe stuff just makes it, you're duping so much stuff. It's crazy. Again, you saw the size of Varga's area. We were a very, very wealthy base after the dupe. It was crazy. But again, unfortunately, all lost. Sorry, free cam's not always. So this is another AFK fishing area or something? I'm not sure. Looks almost AFK fishing-ish. Area down there. Dmonki's good with his redstone. I think I mentioned that at the Aurora Seas base tour. Little farming area. Probably had a couple of animals in here, which we're not seeing because of the... So it's probably his stables. Maybe some horses. Here we go, stable house. With a fountain in the middle. Even more. So much detail goes into his builds. Like everywhere I look, there's something more. What is this? It's like a little AFK spot. Little party AFK spot. I don't know, but looks amazing. Oh, and we've got the clock up the top there. Always 9 PM or 9 AM, whichever you prefer. 9 PM sounds better. You can go off and have a drink. So, over here we have Drewbookman's house. I think this was the only build he did here. I could be wrong. But this is his southern plantation house. I don't think there's an awful lot of details on the inside. It's a very nice build. Random block in the middle of nowhere. I don't think he did any major decorating in here. Yeah, all empty. He needed to do some work. At least he sectioned off the rooms already, so that was all sorted out. Probably just needed to get in and do some decorating. Yeah. All black, that was the end of that. Looks good in the night time with all the lighting going on. Random dirt blocks all over the place. Drew, clean up your mess. Little custom trees. And in here we have... Down here is a skelly spawner. And Dmonki decorated it up by putting a skull around it, which is kind of cool. I don't know if he decorated down below though. Let's have a look. There we did. Ooh, very nice. I had a skelly spawner in my own area, so I didn't have any need to come down to this one. This is cool. Very nice. And trash chests. Enchanting areas, you can use up your levels, even AFK fishing, so you can build up the skellies. all before entity cramming, where we could just absolutely jam pack them full of mobs and come back and kill them all. This is really pretty. Very nice. Glad I scooted down there. Okay, and this is, I think, Dmonki's record shop. Oh. I think it's Dmonki's record studio. I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this? It's like an item elevator. Down, down to darkness. Yeah, it looks like an item elevator. I don't know what it was for. Was it for the mining out of stuff with Mr. Creeper? I don't know. I don't know. Again, yes, I know I'm showing bedrock, but the space is griefed. If you come here, there is nothing but lava casts and withers. So let's head on into the record shop. And inside of here, he was still working on it. I'm guessing he was going to set up some sort of skelly creeper area so that he could get records. Maybe that's what it was for down below. Maybe this is part of that, and down below he was going to set that up, and therefore the records could come here. Quite a nifty little build with the records on it. So now we are going to, and yes, I know there are more builds over there, but now we're going to head on over to here, and this is another Hayor build. This is the Bone House, or the Bone Mansion. Again, you can see his banner here. Now, he built the outside of the place, so you can definitely see how detailed and cool this is. And this is all bone blocks. So the Skelly grinder definitely came and helped here. So he did all the outside. The interior was done by Leo. Again, another one of these builds that I just really like. Love the pathway that goes into it. Like, it really, from this point onwards, it just kind of starts to blend into this house. I don't think he did the pathway. I have a feeling it was Paddy that did the pathway. But a really nice house on the inside. Really detailed. Leo did a great job with the interior decorations. Storage room is cool. Cake. A very, very study nook. Guest suite. Master suite. What do we have down here? And another bathroom. Yeah, I have a slight problem with your bathroom having major windows looking out to everything, but okay. Each to their own, I guess. Yes. Let's head on out of this place. And again, this is part of why I'm taking my time and going through all the houses, because I just think that they're so gorgeous that it's worth having a look at the details of them. Now, I think this is an unfinished build. I could be wrong. Don't come down here, I'm working. Yeah. Pretty sure this was just... yeah. Still being worked on. That's alright. This one... sure. Is this still a work in progress? What do you have here? Varga's Potion Arc. Is there anything down here, or are we just going down into the water and this was a way up here? I think this was a work in progress. It looks very much like a work in progress. Yeah, then we're just under here. Looks cool though. Okay, so then we head over to this place, which also looks like a work in progress. I don't know who is building this one either. Like the details on it. Do like the details. I mean, I'm assuming it's not completed. I hope I'm not offending someone by doing that, but to me it looks very much like they're only, like this still looks like it needs to be completed. I don't know who was doing it though. Quite a bit on the inside too. Mr. Creeper. Now the style could be, this could be another Hayor place. Could also be a Leo place maybe. I don't know. Doesn't quite feel Leo-esque to me, but I could be wrong. Interesting. Interesting. Can't see any signs anywhere. I like the stairway though. Like that's cool. That is cool. Well, again, not sure, but looked like it was the start of a really cool build. And over here we have the iron farm as well as a villager breeder. So the iron farm was never 100% completed. I think it still had work to go on it. So there were multiple cells of iron. Got all the villagers here. This was being made by James. But the little dome here was made by Patty. Dome with the tree on top, and inside of here were all the storage chests and everything for the iron farm, so all the iron and poppies would come through into here. Very nice build. A lot of effort gone into making the pathway. So as you can see, as we head along here, there's the main area of the base. And we have a few more bits and pieces to see here. I'm conscious that this episode is getting on in length. So probably what I will do is look at these two builds. We'll have a look. We can see Varga's Ocean Monument build over there, which we won't go straight over to, but we'll leave that to the last episode. So, floating farm and artist tree, back to town, iron farm, and guardian farm. So this is the floating. I'm confused. I think Leo built this. I'm not sure what he means by floating tree. Am I missing something? Or is it something that was about to be built? I don't know. I don't know. Let's scoot over here. Let's scoot over here. What do we have here? Is it a church or interesting stairs? So Anvil In by Leo. So another Leo build with an in. Interesting decorations. Oh, I use string to hold those up. Very clever. You know, this is all cool and stuff, Leo, but where do your guests stay? That's where we came in. Do you make your guests stay down below? It's free cam down there. Okay, so that was that down there. Go down. This feels like a dungeon in. What are you doing? Oh no, this is the subway. The subway came to here. This is the subway entrance. Am I missing something? Why am I not seeing bedrooms? What sort of inn doesn't have a bedroom? Maybe it was still a work in progress? I like what he's done with the floor. Getting the acacia wood in different directions so that gives that pattern. Okay, well. This was the Anvil Inn. Okay. I need to get back out of here. How do I get out of here? And so we'll get a little bit closer so that we can see the Guardian Farm. But I'm actually going to leave the episode here because I would like to go on the inside of the Guardian Farm and show it off. Not sure why there's... That must have been an elytra takeoff point. And they had an E-chest up there. A little bit random. But I'm actually going to leave the video here, and in the next episode I'll actually go into the Guardian Farm and show this off a little bit more. But in the meantime, thank you very much again for joining me on another episode of the Nexus Tour. I'm really enjoying going around and looking at the builds that the basemates have done, and a few builds that I hadn't even realised had popped up along the way. Sometimes you can get so involved in your own builds that you don't see some of the additions that people make. But in the meantime, thank you so very much for joining me, and you have a great day.